Okay, hello everybody. Today I'm back on my bike, as you can see, and I'm out for a new video. And excuse me while I push up this hill. This video is what I'm going to call walking the bike. I'm going to call it LiA, Life in Abroad, and sorry about that, motorcycle. It'll basically be the exact same type of setup as, or not setup, but I don't know. It'll be kind of like LiJ, Life in Japan, if you haven't realized that out yet. Also, if you want to skip this intro, I'll put the link in the description down below for like the time to skip it. This is basically to tell you what this whole LiA thing is, because I've only hit it up once at the very beginning of my videos in Japan. And here we go. Down a hill. And back up one. And I'm getting off because it's like too hard. It's too much to write up that with just one hand, let alone two. But yeah, LiA is Life in Japan, or Life in Abroad. It is to help out people who are going to be spending at least over 6 months to like a year in another country, whether it be a student, for work. I'm pretty sure that's like the only reasons why you would be in another country for that long. I hope you're not like a prisoner. But yeah. So that'll be the only people that this is pretty much aiming to actually go forwards. But people that are going on vacation can use this, as a lot of the things that I'm going to mention in this first video will probably be helpful for other people, but also half of the stuff won't be helpful at all, because it's meant for somebody who's going to get a job or be at a school in another country. So, as that's done, I'll talk to you guys in a second in your time. There'll be a second in mine. Just gotta stop the video so I can have this as marked. And let's start it. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is what you want to do before you get to the country. Well, like plan out and everything. What I would have loved to know beforehand and whatnot is, first off, you want to make sure you know where the country is. You want to have the plan of going to that country. You probably need that. That's a good one. You'll want to know, like, you want to have a program or a job or something waiting there for you, because you're not going to get a school at just another country because you said, hey, I want to go to school here. That's not a thing. That you're not going to get that. I did meet one person here that did have that happen, but he only went to school here for a week. And that's because he had connections with rich people. So, yeah. And he was full Japanese, so he could speak Japanese. And they didn't like him too much either, so, yeah. On the job part, a lot of countries won't let you into the country unless you have a job. Like, sorry about the car, but like, you cannot go into Japan without a job. I'm pretty sure, like, for a elongated time, such as like 6 months or something like that, you cannot come to Japan without a job. So you'll want to have that already planned out before coming here. And I know from a lot of other Japanese J-vloggers, as you will call them, a lot of them have became school teachers for English, because that's Japanese, like, second language, which will be another thing I'm gonna talk about in a few seconds. But like, when you become a teacher, you're just gonna teach for like a day, and then you got like you may not have too much free time, but you will have free time to look up for a new job. Sorry about that. Another 2 trucks. But you'll be able to look up free time, or my car was a little bit quieter, but still. You'll be able to look up a job in your free time for one that you want to switch to. And that should be perfectly fine depending on what country you're in, of course, I guess. But, like, if you want to go to, say, Japan, since I'm just going to use that as a lot of topics here, you can go to another country, or you can go there, get a job as a teacher, and then find another job as a, whatever you want to be, an artist or something. Gotta turn around and get a drink. You get a job as an artist or something like that, and that's perfectly fine from them, I believe. Sorry about the light. But stupid motorbikes. But yeah, that's a thing that happens quite a bit, that people that want to come to Japan and live here become teachers, and when they have enough money to find another job, they will switch jobs, do something else. And it doesn't really matter if you're really good at it, like teaching. You kind of have to have, like, I don't think you need like a completely legit diploma or something, but like just a few years of English college. Heck, I think most schools might actually just take how do you know English? Where is this world of that? Second thing I want to talk to you about is, schools. You want to have a school of plain knowledge. You can't just decide to go to school, as I've said. That rarely works out. So go into a program. I suggest AFS. There's other programs like YFU as well, which, I don't know. I'm gonna turn you off while I'm buying this. I'll be back in another second. And so, yeah, the second topic I want to go on to, or the third topic, is you want to, sorry about that. The thing that was, shoot, I forgot. Okay, let's go with this. You want to know the mode of transportation that's going to be used most likely. As in, for example, right now I'm riding a bike. Bikes are one of the main transportations, along with this motorcycle. Not really, but still, it's pretty high. It's past cars, at least. And bikes are like number one alongside with trains. And then you have buses. I need to get off this path. Too many people. Too awkward. Here we go. Going across the river now. So what happens if there's a car jamming the way? But yeah, you want to know the main transportation of the vehicle. As you can probably tell, roads in Japan are pretty small. If you've ever like seen one before, I'll show you. Like, if you can see right there, that's one road. That's typical road. It may, yeah, it's a one-way, but still. A lot of roads in Japan are one-way roads. Like, they only go one way, and if not, they're like really small, where only one car can actually fit, but just like they make room somehow because they have small cars, and that's just how it is. So when you go into a country, look at that, figure out like what type of motor transportation is, because if you go to a place like Japan and you don't know how to ride a bike, or you can't deal with social interaction on a train, not even social interaction, there's not much talking effort, but like, just you can't deal with the fact that there's other people on this train with you, then you're gonna have a bad time. You're not gonna have a good time at all. And then, let's see, the next thing I want to talk to you about is language. What is the main language of the country, which you might already know just because the country's like that, like Japan, it's Japanese. What is the main, like, the secondary language that it teaches? Holy cow. What's the secondary language that it teaches? It could be English, just like Japan. Like, a lot of countries have that. Not that many countries have this. Stupid thing. I could go this way. Last time I didn't go this way because there was a tarp blocking my way. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll keep going since the tarp's not here. It's a festival tarp and whatnot, so I was like, must just been left over. Tarp wasn't here today, so I went past. I didn't know there was a dead end. No point in this road at all. I mean, I guess you could... Yeah, I don't even know what this would be possible for. Just to take up space, I guess. But, yeah, you want to know the secondary language because that could help you out a bit. It could also help you, or not help you out too much, because you might get stuck in a rut of thinking, oh, everyone's gonna know it before you get there, and it could be a country kind of like America where Spanish is the native language, or is the second native language pretty much, or native, not native. Second is, my God, Spanish is a secondary learned language, just because our schools teach it, but not many people are going to be using high school Spanish in their daily lives, so they just don't use it anymore and they forget it. In Japan it's kind of similar, but still they use it a bit more, or they just learn and remember it. Sorry about that. It's a little bit of traffic. But, yeah, you don't use that too much. And in Japan, even though they learn English for way longer than we know, or we learn Japanese, or than we learn Spanish, they don't really learn English too well. Like, it's not the best English learning that the world has. It's pretty bad. I will admit the Japanese can't really teach too well of English. And so they can speak a little bit, sorry about the car, but it's not that good. So when you do learn that, don't get yourself stuck in a rut thinking, oh, they'll know it, I don't have to learn the language. You want to learn the language. And of course you will learn the language there so much faster than you do there at your now residence before you leave to your new residence in a new country. But it's always best to start early, even if that early is just learning a few simple words. It's easy. And then, let's see, I have another one I wanted to do. Finish off with one more and then I'll be good with this. You want to learn about the area you want to be in. Like, for example, I'm in Osaka, in Japan. I told you before I was going to use Japan as a lot of examples. But, I have to go up a hill again. But I did not know Osaka existed before even starting the AFS program. Like, I didn't know until I was told I was going to be in Osaka. And then we learned it was a huge city and that it's like the second main capital, pretty much. Like, it's Tokyo, Osaka, and like Hiroshima and all that other stuff. Like, Osaka is a big one. I did not know that. And so, I really didn't, like, know too much about it. And then, I should have looked up more about it, because it would have been so nice if I knew other things. Like, I didn't know there was such thing as USJ, Universal Studios Japan, and I'm gonna be going there tomorrow. Hopefully I can put a video out for that, but, like, I haven't been able to do too much fun stuff because, well, one, schedules are a bit tight. I don't really want to go outside past 3 o'clock on my bike and, like, get lost. So, that's one thing. Another thing is I don't want to really be out alone either, because that just feels, it makes you feel sad when you're alone. I know I'm alone right now, but still, I'm going home, so that's a different thing. And I just came out with friends, so still. And then, like, what is it? But yeah, you want to, sorry about that, I just completely, brain farted. You want to have an idea of where you want to be at, what you want to do there. So have some, even if it's, since you're going to be there for a whole year, I'm going to just say that you're going to be there for a whole year. That will be our term set for how long. Holy cow, that was loud. We're going to put that as a term set for how long you guys actually are. That's going to be a guaranteed. This video, all these videos will be considered as your full year in Japan, or in a full year in another country. And so, if you're going to be there for a full year, you'll want to know stuff. Like where a gas station is relative to where you're going to be staying at. Or, well, depending on, maybe not a gas station, like a convenience store, or like a 7-Eleven, because they're awesome. And you want to know, like, where the fun stuff is to do, because even if you're going to be working there, or you're going to be a student, and you could be studying all the time, unlike me, who the school just wants me to have fun with kids. That's literally all they want me to do, is have the kids use English on me so they can get better English skills. And yeah, even if you're not having that luck to be able to just skip out on all the homework and everything, then you'll still have some extra time. Most likely depending on, like, the culture and everything, because I know some countries might be a little bit less extra time wise, and other countries might have more stricter rules on kids or adults going to places outside of the time zone or outside of a certain time. But still, within a whole year, you're gonna have free time for sure. And yeah, you want to probably use the internet once in a while to do something like watch my videos. But still, you're not going to be doing that for too much. That's going to take up your time, and you're just going to feel really sad because you'll just be spending internet time all the time. So go out. I was starting to sound like some type of motivational thing. So make sure you just know where to go, have a fun, make sure you can find a place that has fun stuff. Like, look around your area, find out if there's a park. That was the first thing I did when I came to Japan, and even though I don't go there too much anymore, I still love going there because it's so fun. It's so big, it's so nice, it's so pretty. So go and do that. I'd suggest, like, if you're one of the people who would get lost pretty easily, try and look that up beforehand so you don't get lost when going there for the first time. And if you're on the country, most likely like in a farm town or something, find out what's fun there. There's gotta be something. I mean, even if you have to, like, look up a certain day for like a farming festival. There's got to be something. Like, even I know some kids out in like the country of Japan are having fun because there's rice picking or rice planting festivals like every so often, and they're just so cool. They got all these costumes and whatnot, and it's really nice. Kind of wish I had seen one, really, but still. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'm sorry, I'm kind of mumbling now. I'm really tired. As I said, tomorrow I'm going to USJ. Oh yeah, you guys are just for the for the LiA. You don't have to stay for this. You can if you want to, but this is just going to be some life in Japan stuff for the vlog. Or maybe for the Vine. Do it for the Vine. But, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to USJ. And with some other friends from other countries. And we're going to probably have a fun time. I'll take some video of it, most likely, if I can get the chance. And, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Also, remember. Don't quote me on any of this. See ya.